Hey guys, today I'd like to show you how to start up just a quick start in the Hornet Cold and Dark. I'm just gonna show you the fastest way that I know how. So just stick with me. I would suggest you write down these steps maybe on a piece of paper so that you can go through them, and once you've gone through them maybe 2 or 3 times, maybe more, but not more than 5 times, you'll have it down. It's not too bad. So the first step we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and turn our battery on, click on our battery, and then we're going to come right over to APU and switch that on. So all we're waiting for now is for this green ready light to turn on. Once that turns on, we're going to crank our right engine. Okay, so stand by. There it goes. We're going to crank engine right. Then I like to come over and turn on my OBOGs, which is the onboard oxygen generation system. So that's what supplies the oxygen to the oxygen mask. I'm going to put my flaps up into the auto position. And now I'm up above 20 RPMs on my right engine, so I'm going to go ahead and go idle right throttle, which is just a key bind. You can bind it to whatever, it's just idle right. Okay, so now we can see we've introduced fuel to the system, so now that's coming on. After I do that, I'm going to turn on my DDIs, my HUD display, my MPCD, and I also like to turn on my helmet mounted display every time. Now that the engines are starting up, I'm going to drop this canopy down here because it's going to get a little bit loud. So this is for noise reduction purposes. Now that I've got an engine going, I'm going to start the process that takes the longest. So I'm going to go and throw radar and operate, which generally you'd want it in standby if you're on the ground, but operate. And then we're going to go over and do this. This is the INS, the Inertial Navigation System. We want to put this in ground. And if you're on carrier, you want to put it on CV, right there. Here I'm putting it on ground. Then I want to come right over here, and I want to go to the support page, HSI, and then click right on standard heading. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow the time for the alignment to tick away much faster than if you didn't click stored heading. I may have misspoken earlier. It's stored heading, not standard heading. So click on that, and now you can see this is ticking away pretty quickly. I'm going to set this here, just scroll down on it, and it sets that. And I'm going to crank engine left, and normally I'm having to talk through all these steps. Normally I'd be beyond this point. So we're going to crank engine left, and then, glitching out there, sorry about that. Now that I've cranked engine left, I want to hold down the reset flight controls button here, so hold that down for a few seconds, and then I'm going to bring the flaps down to half, and then I'm going to set my takeoff trim by pressing down on this right here. So now I've set my takeoff trim. I'm really sorry about the camera shakiness, I'm not sure what's going on with that. Now this is all set to go, so I'm going to idle the left throttle there with the other keybind, and now I've introduced fuel to that engine. So now that's spooling up, and we're pretty much ready to go. Once this is up, this is almost aligned. This is already at 3.0, 2.8, and so that's almost aligned. We're going to get a little OK symbol here. We can go ahead and turn our APU off now that both engines are on. And there we go. So we've got OK on the INS. So now what we want to do is click this over and go into IFA, which is in-flight alignment. That's it. We're all set up. Everything's all set. The only other thing you might want to do, which I do like doing, is to set my my altimeter. So I'm gonna move this down to 0. So it's this knob here. You can scroll it, or I just like to click it and drag it across, and it goes down, and you want it at 0 right there. And so now my altimeter's set, everything's set up, and that's it. It's like a 2 or 3 minute startup process once you get good at it and once you get the rhythm down. That's it, and I'll see you.